So we are now back with another quick video. Okay, so imagine this. You've got an amazing e-commerce product and business. You're running ads, your creatives are popping off, you're getting some serious traffic, and you're still losing money every single day. Not because of your product, not because of your marketing, but purely because your backend systems cannot keep up with the current scale that you're operating at. So what I mean by that is your emails are being unanswered, your DMs are being left unopened or leaving clients waiting for a long time. People are not getting the response that they need to quickly. Your VAs, your teams, you cannot keep up with all the demand that's coming in. This is exactly what was happening to one of our clients that's a massive 6-figure D2C brand that was selling personalized storybooks, until we built them a custom AI agent that handles over 300 messages per day instantly. No extra VA, no burnout, just a smart end-to-end intelligent system that saves over 40 hours per month, increases revenue dramatically. I think if I'm not mistaken, added over 10K to their MRR just by using the system, because we're able to actually sell within the agent itself. It flags high priority messages and reroutes them to a custom Slack or their workspace where they can follow up on if need be, replies to all messages, cross-checks Shopify databases, understands stock intake, and keeps the customers happy and working 24/7. Hi, my name is Misha Manuilov, and I'm the founder of AI Technological Optimization Network, and I help busy businesses build custom AI systems and infrastructures that allow them to scale exponentially. And in this video today, I'll be walking you guys through one of the custom AI systems that we built for one of our clients that allow them to scale exponentially. Now, this video today will go over how we built it for them, our approach, how we understand their problems, how we built exactly to their needs, and essentially the results that we got for them. This brand was growing fairly fast. They were selling customized journals, which is actually an unbelievable product. But the flip side of that, or if you want to call it suffering from success, is that they were scaling way too quickly. And that's all well and good. But as we know from my last video, is that your business scaling will only be able to uphold this level of scale if the systems are there to back it up. Now, in this case, they had a team that was able to manage all of this, but as they were growing, it was getting traditionally more difficult to do so. They were getting flooded with hundreds, if not thousands, of emails, customer DMs per day, saying stuff like, where's my order, where's my product, you guys have this journal in this language, and it was costing them a lot of time, money, and genuine human effort. They had one VA that was managing all of this, and they were spending between, I think, 40 to 60 hours per month just managing everything. And when our system, they only spend maybe 5, 6, 7 hours per month now doing this, and it works insanely good. I mean, it's actually live right now, so you can check it out if you want, but I'll link them down below. But again, amazing product, good team, but it was just hard to keep up with the demand, with the scale. Why did they come to us? They didn't want to just hire more VAs. They wanted a proven system that was able to understand their clients' needs or their customers' needs. So they wanted a system that could essentially understand and respond common questions in a friendly tone manner, be able to recommend and upsell products. They were able to track orders, be able to flag important messages, and essentially just something that works end to end. So we developed a fully custom AI agent that runs 24/7 with the following intentions and tools behind. We had 5 tools that we use. So we use ManyChat to automate replies in real time. We had NAN to coordinate backend logic and workflows, Shopify APIs as well to ensure that it's connected properly, Slack to flag high intent messages, and then a lot of custom and Python code that my team personally developed to ensure it's in line with their businesses. Now, as you know, in my last video, I mentioned that a lot of these plug and play tools like ManyChat and all of them, they're good, but to make the most out of them, you really need to have an understanding and a conceptual understanding of AI and how to code, because a lot of brands, a lot of businesses, they want stuff that's completely custom and tailored towards them. And you can only do so much with these plug and play tools without having external coding systems to essentially tie everything together and make sure it works to their specific needs. Okay, so what does it do? It answers questions in real time. It provides custom tailored recommendations based on whatever is needed. So what does the system do essentially? Recommends products, it flags important messages, sends them to Slack, it allows them to follow up, it gets orders, it's tracked from the Shopify database, and essentially it works and it works really well. What is the result of it? So it handles over 300 messages per day. It saves them 40 hours per month. It scales their business, adding 10K plus MRR to their business. It allows their VA to focus on their business, to focus on more important tasks. And lastly, it runs 24/7 and without the need of human intervention, unless the message is obviously scaled to system. So that's the high priority message, like, which we flagged as well. So, and you could actually see the results speaking for themselves in this video here, which I will show you like a quick testimonial from our client, and it works amazing, But how did we do this? So what is our framework in achieving this? Or how do we do this? Like, what's our mechanism to achieve this build? So we have a really strict process when it comes to understanding the use of AI in your business. So as I mentioned in my last video, AI is not the magic duct tape to solve all problems. AI is just more so like the mechanism to achieve problem solving, and you can only do that by understanding what is the reasoning behind why they want this product, why do they need it, where is this applicable to, who's going to be benefiting from this in the team, or what part of the business is going to be benefiting from this the most, who's the end user, who's the end person that's going to be interacting with the system. All of these things need to be fully outlined and mapped out before you can consider doing anything else. So what is our framework towards to do all of this? So I'm going to walk you through our step-by-step process to ensure if you are going to be doing this internally, at least you have a way to do this with your own team. If not, you'll understand how the best industry practices that we found to essentially get this growth done properly. Okay, so let's further on move ahead. So we have two pillars in our process to achieve this growth or to achieve building a system out. First and foremost, we have strategy and implement. We have AI strategy mapping out and consulting. We essentially have 8 specific methods that we use in our process to understand and build and develop the most custom AI system start to finish. Okay, first and foremost is we do an AI audit and discovery call to diagnose inefficiencies. So this is where we kind of have a quick chat. You tell me where the system is best applicable, who's currently going to be using it, who's going to be or who's currently doing the job that it will essentially help or enhance or even replace. Then we do a quick custom road map out. So I build a custom roadmap to essentially map out everything from start to finish. So we do deep pain point research, so we understand, okay, what is the reasoning behind actually building this system? Because again, your AI system or your AI agent is only as good as the reasoning behind why you're building it. You don't want to just build something that's completely useless and just fancy. That's just a fancy ChatGPT wrapper that doesn't actually solve anything. You want to build something that genuinely solves a problem within your business or a bottleneck. Again, this is all referring back to my last video here. And then thirdly, we build out a custom roadmap. So based on the first two discussions, or based on the 2 first points, I then build a custom roadmap. I do my own research. I identify people that are in your niche doing something similar and how we can essentially beat them. So we do a competitive matrix analysis. We understand, okay, this is what the current market is doing. This is what's going to be your business after we enhance and put our systems in place. Then we do an AI adoption and tailored plan. So that's how we actually then start implementing the system from start to finish. So this is like the first pillar, where it's like strategy and consulting, and then that leads into the next one, which is essentially implementation and development. So this is where, based on the roadmap that we created for you, we start actually implementing it. So we have a roadmap, we have a 5-week roadmap and a 6-step process. We essentially, which I'll dive into after this, and the sextet, where we outline everything from, okay, this is what we need right now, this is what happens next, this is what we're gonna do from start to finish, and this is the end goal, with the end goal always being in mind to solve that problem. Then we integrate it with your current stack. So we just allow for you guys to have most businesses have their current stack that they use of tools. So we integrate it, map it around it, make it in line with your business and the tools that you use. We'll develop a couple of docs, SOPs for you guys to train your team on it. And lastly, the goal is to have you guys people scale. So we develop a long-term AI adoption strategy as well. Then that's kind of like the overall framework. So that's the 2. So strategy and consulting, and development and implementation. Then that leads into our 6-step phase process, where it's essentially, again, discovery and audit. So understand your business. Those 2 initial points are summarized or synopsized into one system, one kind of process, which is the 6-step phase approach that we use, which is essentially phase 1 is discovery and audit. So this is where we do our initial conversation. That then leads into the solution design, development and prototyping, testing and iteration. Then we do deployment, and then we do scaling. So it's like a pyramid, if you want to think about it that way. Each phase has its own goals, its own rules and frameworks that we follow, and then it all leads to the top, which is obviously scaling. So how does this apply to you? Well, like every business and every e-commerce brand at some point struggles from their own success, which is then where someone like us will come in to manage and build your operational back-end systems, okay? And so in this particular case, we had a really successful business or a really successful e-commerce brand that was getting flooded with messages, hard to follow up on, their time being wasted from team focus being deviated towards menial tasks like replying to messages and stuff, replying to comment messages and stuff, and losing sales. Like that is the goal. So that was the problem that they're facing. And this system completely alleviated all those problems, you know? So long story short, if your inbox is a mess, if you're getting overhauled from information, or if you're getting overhauled with bottlenecks from an operational standpoint, and you're leaving money essentially on the table, you can DM me on Instagram or book a free discovery call in the link below, or you can sign up to my newsletter where I'll be sending out free value. On where the best AI agents that are currently out there, the best tools to use, and maybe like a small roadmap as well on how to use it yourself. So long story short, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a better understanding of how to even implement AI into your own business take it on board, bring it in your own team, and essentially get the most out of it, okay? So I hope you really enjoyed the video. If you want me to actually send this to you as well, sign up to my newsletter and I'll send you over a couple of prompts you could use and a couple of frameworks that we follow to maybe help again with your own team. And yeah, let's just keep moving. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Hey, it's Pablo here. I run a few very busy e-commerce brands, and I just wanted to give a big shout out to Misha and his team for creating a super cool AI agent. Essentially, we were getting flooded on Meta DMs, and their team stepped in and saved us, and it's now handling 300 to 500 messages a day. All of those are automatically handled, all the customer service, and the customers are super happy with how quickly they're getting that information for lost orders, tracking numbers, etc. Not only that, they made a custom tool that allows these users to purchase products in the chat, which is really cool for an e-commerce brand. Plus, we have a priority section where any orders that are important, if it's collaborations, if it's maybe something that can't get handled by the AI, it's then sent to our team to handle that. So instead of handling 500 plus messages, we can focus on handling just the 10 most important messages, which has saved us countless hours. I'm not even sure how many, but saved us a lot of hours. Plus, we haven't needed to go hire more people because we essentially were getting drowned. We weren't getting to all those customers, and customers were getting pretty angry. And it was either we start building out a customer support team, which is lengthy and expensive, and training these people, or we just had their agent done, which not only has saved us time and costs, but it's way more scalable. So I highly recommend, if you're wanting to build an e-commerce brand or some sort of other business that, there's this automation in it, I definitely recommend Misha and his team.